Hey everyone, this is another episode of Open Book. I am Billy Price, co-founder of Billy Footwear. And for those of you out there that are not familiar with Open Book, it is an awesome opportunity for us as a brand to share a little bit about the brand, but also, and probably more importantly, share about the awesome collaborations we have going with just amazing organizations and amazing people. So today we have Kelli Croll. She is the creative director at CPATH-Texas. Kelli, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. We're ecstatic to be speaking with you and sharing our organization. So thanks.
So there's so many things I want to ask you about CPATH-Texas, and because I'm just learning about it. So I was hoping that you could kind of share with myself and everyone else listening in a little bit about CPATH-Texas and what you do.
Absolutely. CPATH-Texas. CPATH stands for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Transition Hope. We're a 501(c) nonprofit based here in Austin, Texas. So Central Texas-based organization. We were founded by a group of mothers who have growing children, now almost adults, with cerebral palsy. But we're started 10 years ago. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary last October. Started as a play date. These mothers realized that there wasn't a lot of community or resources for them. And they just wanted to build that. Texas and Central Texas especially was really lacking that. So we started as a play date and have grown from there. We have many programs that help families or across the lifespan. So children and adults with cerebral palsy specifically. And then we have some great programs that are not exclusive to the diagnosis, but still support our mission of promoting acceptance for all, inclusivity, and accessibility.
Well, that is awesome. I mean, and I'm really curious how, I love that. It started like just this idea, like this little play date, and then it's kind of expanded from there. And I would imagine a lot of that had to do with kind of word of mouth. But how did you, I guess, outside of the immediate network, how did you get the word out that that CPATH-Texas, was there and existed?
Yeah, these mothers did such an amazing job, and I am a pediatric physical therapist by trade, so either knew these families directly from working with their children, or working with other families that knew them, and so as a parent knows, what a parent of a child with special needs knows, that community feels small, that world feels small. So once you get to know people, you can really just spread the word like wildfire, which is what kind of happened. Beyond the play dates, one of our first programs was a family camp. It's a program that we have going strong. Last year was our first year to do 2 family camps. So that is called Camp CPALS. We fully fund families to attend a fully accessible campsite as an entire family, and everyone in the family gets to participate in camp activities such as zip lining, swimming, horseback riding, archery, campfire, you name it. And that has been just an amazing program to, like I said, support our mission of allowing someone with a special need to be fully inclusive, participate in things that anyone else can, and just feel like a regular family doing a camp vacation activity. So, yeah, and then building our programs from there, and just very grassroots and organic. I love that about the organization and how we've grown thoughtfully, but been able to sustain and share with even more families. So this is only helping boost that. We're excited to be here again.
Yeah. Well, when you're sharing here, it reminds me of, like, oftentimes it takes me down my own like memory lane path, and so I use a wheelchair. I got a spinal cord when I was a teenager, and I was in rehab for about 5.5 months, and after during that time, it was a difficult transition for me mentally to really accept that, but it was also a very challenging time for my parents to really like, because after you're in the hospital, you don't really have the answers. And then you get out of the hospital and you don't really know what the future is going to look like. So it was imperative to get plugged back in some sort of way. And it was difficult for us to like get a picture of what that looked like, and to be able to get with those that may have had like similar characteristics, to be able to like be like maybe some mentorship, or like just kind of like learn tricks of the trade, or just to have a shoulder to cry on if you needed it.
Exactly.
So when I'm hearing what you're talking about, it's just like there's the camp and everything like that, or there's like the meetings and stuff, and it might be someone that has cerebral palsy or not. But I think the part that really like made my ears perk up was for the whole family, because I mean the whole family needs to be involved too, and have that sense of belonging, and that understanding that the future is going to be okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a lot of the feedback we've gotten is just, a sibling being able to do something that their other sibling, they can all do it together and not have to worry about how are we going to make this inclusive. I mean, just being able to provide that is so lovely. It's honestly my favorite weekend of my year. And just last year, we were able to expand, like I said, into doing a second camp. So we have one in the fall, one in the spring. And now we're able to kind of focus on different age groups. So our spring camp is ages 5 to 16, and letting those families make a community where their kids are all kind of the same ages and they can grow and travel that journey together. And then our fall camp, our fall retreat, still family based, but for 16 and up. And just in general, it's very difficult to find activities for adults with special needs. And so being able to provide this, we really feel like we're trying to fill a little bit of that gap. Was a super successful time, and we're very excited to keep going with it. So.
Well, boy, that's so cool. And I think that, I mean, everyone listening, I mean, I'm sure you want to find out how to get a hold of, CPATH-Texas. So let me put up the website here. Here we go. So the website, CPATH-Texas.org, and then also on social. Is this both for both Facebook and Instagram?
Oops. Correct. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I think we're on Facebook, Instagram, and X, or formerly Twitter.
Oh yeah, I know.
LinkedIn as well. Yeah, and our website has all of our programs listed. We have an English tab and a Spanish tab. So all of our program descriptions are very accessible on the website. We're having camp in early May, and our camp takes place in northern San Antonio at a facility called Morgan's Camp. Like I said, fully accessible. Everyone gets to do everything. I've never seen anything quite like it. They have a high ropes course that a power chair can drive on, which is just incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. So all the information's on our website, as well as some of our other programs, which I'd be happy to share.
Yeah, please do. And I'm also curious to know what your reach is. I mean, is it just Texas, or is it more like the Austin area or beyond?
Yeah, that's a great question. So most of our in-person programming occurs in the Austin area and surrounding communities. So we do offer a lot of adaptive sports and recreation. Those are kind of single events that we put on with a community partner. So whether it's indoor climbing at a climbing facility here in Austin, adaptive kayaking and rowing on Lady Bird Lake, partner with a rowing group in the Texas Rowing Center. We do bowling. We do adaptive ice skating and ice sledding. We have purchased through grants received. Thanks, Christopher Reeves Foundation, for supporting us with that. We have adaptive sleds that just live at an ice rink called Ice and Field in Leander, Texas, which is a suburb north of Austin. And that way, anyone who needs an adaptation to get on the ice has that ability to do us without us being present. So again, really supporting our mission of wanting everyone to be included and be able to do community activities without any type of barrier. So to go back though to your question, yes, most of our in-person programming is in the Austin area. We do have families come from all over for camp, all over Texas. I mean, families will drive. We had our first family from California last year. They just found us online and got their info in, and it was awesome to have them. So like I said, all that information's on our website. We also have a pretty awesome program that will be celebrating its 5th year called our Pediatric Equipment Closet. So we do have a tiny little space. It's under 600 square feet in North Central Austin, where we take in pediatric equipment. So walkers, wheelchairs, bath equipment, adaptive bikes, medical supplies that are, sterilized and not expired. And then we simply give them back out to anyone with a need. So it doesn't matter what your diagnosis is. It's literally, do you need formula? Do you need a walker? Do you need a wheelchair for a trip you're going on? Do you need a stander because insurance is taking forever to supply these and cover these items? So that equipment closet, we've literally had equipment go all over the world. And it's an amazing program. I'm super blessed to be part of it. And yeah, I think we've given out and taken in over $2.4 million worth of equipment since 2019. So, and all that inventory is also on our website. So everything is very accessible through the website. You can find anything that we have on there that says it's available. You can email our equipment closet manager and arrange for pickup or, ability to bring items in as well. So, and then we also, I want to do a little shout out. We have our green machines. They are our power wheelchair soccer team. Our team is comprised of an awesome group of players. The only stipulations to join our team is you're ages 5 and up, and you can safely and independently drive a power wheelchair. So it's not exclusive to a CP diagnosis either. We have a multitude of people with different diagnoses who participate, and we partner with a rec center to have practices twice a month. Team has their own jerseys. They're doing a great fundraiser right now to work on team members getting striker chairs, which is a special kind of power wheelchair to play the game of power wheelchair soccer. So that's very fun too. And there's lots of teams across the US, and we've scrimmaged a couple in Texas, and it's been a really fun experience. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I can only imagine. I mean, that's pretty incredible. And I mean, Kelli, there's so many things I want to ask you, but I want to also be respectful of your time. So, but there is one question I did have for you is,
yes,
it's really, like what's next? I mean, like, it just seems like CPATH-Texas has done a lot. It's grown from the small little incubator, like just like mom's group, I guess. They just kind of come together for a meetup, and then the word got out and so many people are participating. There's the camps, there's all these programs, just incredible stuff. What you envision for the next year and beyond?
That's a loaded question, Billy. I love it though. We really want to focus on sustainability and growth. So the equipment closet has been very successful. What areas of Texas continue to be vulnerable? The special needs population is a vulnerable population, and we just want to make sure that we're reaching everyone that we can. So expansion is on our long dream list, just expanding within Texas. How can we be helping areas that aren't able to get to the Austin area? And just finding out new ways to adapt and provide inclusivity as well. Looking at adaptive water skiing, looking at roller skating, just looking at other ways to just build community and provide opportunities that haven't existed for people with a physical disability as well. So it's an exciting time, and
Yeah.
keeps me motivated. Love working with CPATH, and very blessed and excited to see what our future holds.
Yeah. Well, the part that excites me so much about everything that you just said is there's a place for everybody. I mean, it's disability or not. I mean,
Right.
there's room for participation in building community. And I mean, that equipment swap, I mean, that's the amount of value that just comes from just that alone. Equipment is tremendously expensive. And oftentimes, like, one can have equipment, they use it for a short period of time, or for whatever reason, they don't need it anymore. And there just isn't really a home for it to go. But now with CPATH-Texas, there is. So I'm going to make sure to bring the website up once more. So, everyone out there listening, the website, cpath-texas.org. I mean, a lot of information on there, learn about the activities, but also, like, take a look at that equipment swap too. I mean, I think there's a lot of room that people could participate just by donating, gear, to really add value to somebody's world. So that's the website. And then also, again, on social, it's just at CPATH-Texas for both. It sounds like for everything. So this is awesome.
Thank you so much for sharing. And March
Kelli,
is CP Awareness Month. So March is coming up. Wear your green. Support those with CP, and it can just be as easy as saying hi to somebody. So
isn't that amazing how just hello,
Yeah.
how much of a difference that can make? I mean,
Exactly.
that could be the most positive thing in that person's day, just saying hello. Love it. Well, Kelli, keep doing what you're doing. Awesome organization, and we just really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much to you, and I know countless families who you wear Billy footwear with pride, and we're super excited to be in a collaboration with y'all this year. Thank you for the opportunities. So this has been wonderful. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it truly is our honor. Everyone else out there, this was another episode of Open Book. We'll have another one again really soon. So until then, take care.